Okay, I guess I'm live. Well, it looks like, let's see. Ooh, testing. All right, well, looks like I'm live. I don't know. I've need to start doing live shows is what I need to do. So I don't know how to use technology. Hence, when they were taking a photo for my thumbnail, I just picked up my Viking axe and decided to look like I was taking it to my iPad because that's about how I handle technological issues. Really bad with it. I'm learning, and so I'm more focused on what I study and the content I put out, certainly, than being good at the internet and being good with the technology aspect of it. But I'm doing what I got to do. So here I am. I'm here on a live show. I'm going to do a little mindset Monday here. So this is basically a little advice for the week to help you get your mind right. And today I'm just going to address focusing on the things you can control. All right. One of the biggest skill sets and talents that you can have that'll benefit really every aspect of your life, because we're talking about problem solving, is being able to focus on the things you can control and not giving any fucks about the things you can't control, more or less. Okay. This is really important as we talk about relationship issues, even, and dealing with the sexual marketplace and dealing with dating. There's a lot of tendencies in this space to ruminate, to ruminate about female nature, to ruminate about how bad things are out there, to focus on all the reasons why you can't do something versus trying to focus on the things you can control and figure out what it is you need to do to get the thing that you want and then just going out and getting it. We need to know the truth about how things are. And I do lengthy videos here to explain the truth about women, the truth about our primal natures, the truth about the sexual marketplace, because you have to start from a position of objectivity and truth when you go into something. Having illusions and fantasies about how things are, or just a bunch of positive thinking stuff without any substance to it, that is not going to help you get what you want. But sometimes the truth is cold and hard, and it isn't pleasant, and it isn't something that is going to make you feel good right off the bat, right? There's a lot of things that can happen to you too that might be out of your control, or I should say things that other people could do, right? And their behaviors, female behaviors, for example, if you're dating women, and that stuff is not in your control necessarily, right? But you don't want to get caught up in the trap where you're just ruminating and spinning and watching content piece after content piece from a bunch of people who are just going to ruminate with you and spin over and over about the same things, and those things being things you really can't do anything about. The global sexual marketplace is what it is. You can't do anything to change that on a large level. The question is, what are you going to do with it, with how things are now, to get what you want and be happy? Now, there's never a shortage of information. There's no shortage, and never be a shortage of information out there that is designed to tell you how to fail, basically. There are people out there that are going to spend hours and hours of their time telling you all the ways that you can't have what you want, all the ways that things aren't good out there. And so this is why you can't have that. Women are all like this now, so you can't have that. The world is like this. The divorce laws are like this. Feminism is like this. I mean, we can just pick anything, right? And insert it as a thing and talk about it for hours. If I wanted to farm out clickbait for subscribers, that would be exactly what I would do, because people are looking for an echo chamber. They're not looking to solve their problems, usually. I hope you guys are different that watch me, but most people just want that echo chamber. They want to spin around and ruminate over what is sometimes true information, but they're just kind of spinning around with the negative aspects of that info and not thinking about or pointing their efforts in a direction of, okay, what do I do with this info? What is it that I can control? And what am I going to now do about that? All right. And that's not going to get you any kind of success. It's not going to get you what you want. All that ruminating might get you into a belief system and that would make you think you can never have something that you want. And sometimes if what you want is not within the realm of reality, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm probably not going to jump out my window and flap my arms and fly across the lake, right? That's not within the realm of reality. But when we understand what objective reality is, spinning that objective reality into such a nihilistic direction that we think we can never, ever, ever get anything productive out of our relationships, or we can never have things a certain way with women in our lives, so on and so forth. That's not real either, okay? That's not true either. So we have to be careful that we're not focusing on a bunch of information that we can't do anything about. Learn what's true out there. Understand the information. Understand, let's say, how somebody is and how their behavior is. But you're not going to control their behavior, all right? You're not going to be able to do something about that necessarily. So what you can do are things about your own behavior. You can do things with your own boundaries. You can do things with your own standards you set in your life. So these are the things that you can do, okay? You can do things for yourself to be successful. And this isn't just with women and relationships. This is with anything, right? Any goal that you have, anything you want to do. I got a list of things in my life that I was told I'd never be able to do those things. For example, I was competitive fighting and actually doing a little bit of dance stuff as well. And I was way overtaxed. And then I had an incident where I injured myself during my fighting days. Ripped out my entire hamstring. Okay. I was 19 years old. I ripped my entire hamstring, and I was told by the doctor, and he showed me this objective evidence. He had me take my hands and he had me reach back in my thighs. And he said, do you feel your thigh, the back of your thigh, right on your butt, the back of your thigh on your left side? And I'm like, yeah. Because you feel that muscle that's there? Yes. Now feel your right side. Do you see how there's nothing there? There's like a hole there. Because that's because your hamstring's been practically completely detached. It's not enough for us to do surgery, but the muscle is detached and atrophied. I'm like, okay. And then he's like, that means you're never going to run again. You might be able to jog, but you'll never run again. This is what the doctor told me. Your competitive fighting days are over. You know, the sports and the things that you're interested in, you're done. Your leg is never going to work right again. I walked out of that doctor's office at 19 years old with, tearing up a little bit. Like I thought I was over with. That was the information I was getting from a doctor, objective information. Okay, that's really bad news, right? Well, what did I do? I said, okay, well, I'm not going to just accept that. I'm going to focus on the things I can do and can control. And I'm just going to see how good I can get. See how much better I can get. Well, I've squatted over 600 pounds since then for multiple reps as a PR. I've been in the military since then. I was not in the military then. I joined the military. My run time was really good when I was in the military. It improved from where that was at. I was pulling, sub 6-minute miles for multiple miles. That's not exactly not being able to run, right? Made it through special forces tryouts, all that stuff, and selection, assessment, all that. Went through that pipeline. So hard to say that doesn't really match up with what that doctor says, right? The doctor was wrong because I made him wrong. He could have been right though too. Had I have just focused on the information and the things I can't do anything to change. I can't do anything to change anything about. I can't change the fact that I injured my hamstring. I can't change the limitations I had. And it took me 9 months to recover from that. And I still had remnants from that injury even after that, but I was good, right? Because I focused on the stuff that I could do something about. And I said, okay, here's the way it is. Here's the reality. What am I going to do about it? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to train through it and see how far I can go. That's what I did. And so that's just a little example from my own life. I'm sure you guys got examples from yours. Point is, you know, you guys need to just focus on the things you can change. Somebody in the comments said Stoicism. Yes, absolutely. This is a primary principle of Stoicism. Those of you who are into philosophy, the Stoic philosophy has this as a primary principle. I forgot the dude's name. Maybe someone will throw it in the comment. You know, and so talk about my diet. Right now, it's basically meat and some clean carbs. I'm not really super on diet right now. I could probably drop about 10. My abs are in, but I'm not like shredded, you know? So, but I tend to follow. You guys want to know what diet I kind of like a lot is I like the Vertical Diet by Stan Efferding. So those of you guys hopped on this little live show here, you can catch that. So if you look up Stan Efferding, he's one of my favorite bodybuilders. He's got a YouTube channel too. He does these 10-minute walks. It's really practical advice that he dispenses. He was a power lifter as well as a bodybuilder. Just go ahead and look him up. His name's Stan Efferding. And he has something called the Vertical Diet. I mean, I don't make any money by sending you over to him. So there's no angle here. I've done different forms of diets and it's basically calorie control, keep your protein up, and then reduce your calories systematically as you cut. And when I'm building muscle, I keep my protein up and I increase my calories, okay, as I need to build. And my increase tends to be with clean carbs, but that's a whole discussion. But yeah, just go. Stan Efferding has a great program, Vertical Diet. I think it's like $100 to get his entire program, and it's worth it. And it's basically, you know, clean foods, a lot of steak. I'm a big red meat person, and it's a lot of that, and clean carbs and adjusting your calories. It's real simple, and you don't need a dietitian or anything fancy to do it, and you'll get results. But anyways, it's my first little live thing. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but hopefully that little piece of advice will help you guys get through the week. I'm going live because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to use any of this crap, but it seems to be working out pretty well. You guys hear me. I see comments. That's pretty, badass there. And I'm just sort of figuring it out, right? So I'll do a few more of these, get comfortable with it, and then I'll get on, some live stream stuff with some other people because there's people I want to bring onto the channel, have good discussions with them, and provide some more content from you guys. So anyways, happy Monday. Have a good week. Thanks for the support. But that's Mindset Monday. Focus on the things you can control. Don't ruminate too much or get too nihilistic about the things that you can't. Thanks again, guys, for the support. Take care.